This guy seems like he can just keep on driving.
What are you doing on the phone?
Well, now I'm videotaping you because you're scaring me.
Apparently you don't understand that lights and sirens mean that you have to pull over to the right.
So you're denying me right to have a supervisor?
You don't have a right to request a supervisor, sir. Have you had anything to drink today? I'm not being facetious. I'm seriously asking.
Welcome back to the LackLuster channel. Today's story is out of Montville, Connecticut, and begins as Colin Poitras was driving his cousin to a doctor's appointment. Dashcam video from Officer Matthew Shepard's cruiser begins as he observes Colin's vehicle traveling 42 in a 25. Officer Shepard conducts an illegal U-turn and chases after Colin, reaching speeds well above the limit without emergency lights or sirens.
Good driving, dude.
Promises made, promises kept. It's not, but that's why I always say that I think he's
You put my call in
re-election in 2020.
The officer follows Colin onto Highway 32 and finally turns on his lights and sirens, 50 seconds after observing the offense, 20 seconds of which were spent at a red light directly behind Colin. They immediately hit a red light, and Officer Shepard turns off his siren just 3 seconds after activating them. He does, however, keep his emergency lights on. Another unit asks if he needs backup over the radio, and just 6 seconds after lighting Colin up, he responds with, "Maybe. This guy seems like he could just keep on driving."
This guy seems like he can just keep on driving.
Colin's GPS indicated a left turn to continue his route, so he decided to try to turn left and pull to the side. There's been no attempt to flee or other reason to get upset other than speeding, but Colin's inability to know exactly where, how high, and how fast the officer wants him to jump enrages the officer. Once the light turns green, and only 12 seconds after the initial light up, the officer signals with his horn and Colin pulls over to the right.
Promises made, promises kept. It's not, but that's why I always say that I think he's
You put my
going to
call
win
in
re-election in
10. It'll be on
2020
12.
very easily,
There's no
because he's really done the same thing that he was going to do.
You all set, 51?
Maybe this guy seems like he can just keep on driving.
Hi. What's wrong?
What are you doing on the phone?
I wasn't on the phone.
You're on the phone right now.
Well, now I'm videotaping you because you're scaring me.
License, registration, insurance, sir.
That's why you stopped me, please.
For speed.
For speed.
Apparently you don't understand that lights and sirens mean that you have to pull over to the right, and you continue to try to turn into traffic.
I was trying to get us out of traffic, actually, and that was the direction I was traveling.
So you just thought you could continue to travel with me behind you with my lights and sirens
At
on.
an intersection, sir, and I was trying to get to the next safest spot without blocking the intersection. I thought that was fine.
No. Well, lights and sirens mean you pull to the right immediately.
Okay, can I request a supervisor at the scene, please?
No,
I cannot.
you can't.
So I'm going to my oncologist to ask him.
Yeah, I understand, ma'am. Well, so I'll be done with him shortly.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Any issues that you have, sir, you can bring them up to the court when you fight the ticket.
So you're denying me right to have a supervisor?
You don't have a right to request a supervisor, sir.
Okay, I just want to have a duty right now.
What's that?
I'd like to have a witness.
Okay. Everything's on camera and is being recorded.
Your camera?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good, okay.
Remember to always film your interactions with law enforcement. The state was responsible for filming Jeffrey Epstein's cell, and look where that got us. Get a dashcam. My recommendations are in the description.
You got your registration? So you saw me turn around on Maple Ave. I come up behind you. So we're sitting at the light.
You turned your lights off at the light.
Because I didn't want, right, I can't, now I, right, and now I can't conduct a traffic stop with you at the intersection.
I don't know that.
So I turn off the lights, we turn on this, I light you up, and then you continue to try to turn on the 163.
To get out of the intersection.
That's an issue. You're supposed to pull to the, right, that you're supposed to pull to the right, sir.
I was going to as soon as I cleared the intersection, so.
Have you had anything to drink today? I'm not being facetious. I'm seriously asking you.
No, our cafe is not free.
Have you used the Purell?
No, sir. No, I'm just getting your name, Mr. Shepard.
Right, it's Officer Shepard. It'll be all on the infraction.
Great, okay, thank you.
All right. So this is the thing. So you're from Manchester?
New address on the back, sir.
Oh, you got a new address on the back?
Yes, sir.
So you're in Cheshire?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you changed your registration and license with DMV?
I just moved to Cheshire, sir. I believe it's updated.
Okay. Did you tell the DMV that you changed your the residency?
When I bought the car, yes, I did. I registered with you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Perfect. How long have you been living in Cheshire?
6 months.
About 6 months.
Yes, sir.
All right. And you're bringing your mother. I'm sorry, I can't hear anything.
Cousin?
Cousin. So she's in Montville. That's why you're taking her to Montville.
No, he is bringing me to Mass General to see my
Okay.
oncologist.
Right.
I'm a 2-time cancer survivor.
All right.
And would like to get a Boston.
I understand that, ma'am.
Traveling, I was wondering how you're talking about speed.
It's with radar. You're
While
doing.
you're moving.
That's how radar works, sir.
But you were coming from
Okay.
the opposite direction.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm curious how you know I was traveling fast.
With the radar, I just explained that to you. With the radar.
So you travel with your radar on.
Yes, that's what we do.
When you see cops with radar, they're parked.
No, that's laser. Two different things. So radar picks up an object coming.
You were coming from the opposite direction. I don't see how that works.
It's okay. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, it's not a problem. That's not a problem. But like I said,
as safe as I could, sir. I didn't want to stop.
all right. So the road that you're traveling, just so you're aware, on Maple Ave. I don't know where your cousin lives. I don't know where you picked her up from.
I live at Hillcrest.
I'm sorry.
I live at Hillcrest. I own a house.
Okay, so she lives at Hillcrest. So Maple Ave is 25 miles an hour. You were doing 42.
Okay.
All right. That's the reason you get stopped. And then the whole issue that we're having with me trying to direct you over here, because you're continuing trying to turn on to 163, is me lighting you up and telling you sirens, and then the horn, you're telling me I'm being aggressive, is to get you pulled over to the right, because that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Not continue to go in traffic. And if you pulled over to the right over here, that'd be a problem.
It's kind of scaring me. You do have a loudspeaker. You could have just indicated to me, please pull over or something. I was trying to,
Clear the interest.
Yeah, no, I-
follow your thing. It wasn't like I was trying to flee.
So my lights and siren are aggressive.
The loud horn on top of that. Then you turn them on, you turn them off. I'm all confused at that point. I'm thinking, all right, maybe he's going to a medical. How can I pull over to let him pass? That's what I'm trying to do. I thought you might have had a dispatch for a medical emergency.
How would you know that? Because you're supposed to pull over to the right, correct?
And that's what I tried to do as soon as I could, safely, without blocking the intersection.
There's no place to pull over on.
There's a whole shoulder right there, ma'am. But I'm going to go take care of the paperwork. I'll get you your paperwork, and you'll come back, and then you can just write it in, send it into the court, and explain what happened.
Sure.
All right, sit tight.
Just over 6 minutes later, Officer Shepard returns with 2 citations for speeding and failure to notify the DMV of an address change.
All right, sir. Here's your license back. So your insurance card shows your correct address at 187 Elmwood Drive. Both your registration and your license still show to be in Manchester. So you haven't changed your address with DMV? Yeah, I know. I see the sticker. The sticker you can get from any police department, but you still have to notify the DMV of your change of address.
I just bought this car and I thought the dealer said he took care of all that, but I will now that you notified me, take care of it.
Okay. So
he gave me the sticker at the dealership.
oh, they gave you a sticker?
They said we'll handle all that because I told them I need to register.
Yeah. Well, they apparently didn't.
All right.
So you're gonna get a ticket for the speed, 42 and a 25. I'm going to give you 1 count of failure to notify DMV a change of address. In the state of Connecticut, you have 48 hours to notify the DMV a change of address. So it's 1 count for your license, 1 count for your registration. I'm only going to give...
With my registration exactly what is it? Failure to notify?
Correct. failure to notify DMV.
And I just bought this car 6 months ago.
Right, in the state of Connecticut, you have 48 hours to notify DMV. Once you say if you move from one city to another, one street to another, you have to notify DMV within 48 hours.
Okay.
All right, the statute will be right here on the ticket. And again, I'm only going to give you one count of it each. You should get one count for your registration, one count for your license, and any registered vehicles that you have to you. You'll have until the 19th of July to pay your plea. All the instructions on the back of the ticket are also on the envelope.
Yep.
Do you have any questions, sir?
I do, sir.
Yep.
Your badge number, sir?
It's 21, sir.
21, and you're affiliated with the Colchester Police Department? I'm not from the area, sir.
We're in Montville, sir. You don't know where you are?
Your line of questioning
because
is
I live in
appreciated.
Uncasville.
I just didn't know where you worked, sir.
I'm asking
Driving
you.
through a bunch of towns to take her to Boston. Yeah, sometimes you're not.
Right, you just picked it over Hillcrest in Montville, though.
I picked my cousin up at her house.
Okay, so this,
Uncasville, I have a different zip code.
so this is me on the bottom here. All right. So my badge number through Montville is 21. It says EC51 on here through the state police. All right. Do you have any other questions,
I
sir?
do. I just want to recap again how things transpired at the intersection. When we approached the intersection, you turned your lights on. You turned them on. I didn't know if you were responding to a medical call, and then got cleared from that call. I had no idea you were stopping to get this call. You had done a U-turn and you had turned your lights on, correct?
Yeah.
Right. You stopped at the intersection. My goal, because we're trying to get on 395, is to get in the left lane to hit the 395. The intersection's right there.
Sir, I didn't charge you with failure to yield to an officer signal.
I'm not saying you did, sir. I'm explaining my side of what happened. So if you understand from the driver's perspective, if you can calm down for a minute, because you're a little bit aggressive.
I'm not being aggressive.
You're very aggressive. Question about what I was drinking to.
I asked you
My phone when
because I had an odor. I have an odor of alcohol, and you had your phone in your hand when I showed up. Well, you have Purell in your car, so it probably would make sense. So, and again, you had your phone in your hand when I walked up to the window. And again, I didn't charge you for being on your cell phone. So I don't understand why.
I wasn't. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. When we cleared the intersection, as you lit me up and started blaring your horn, I was already moving into the left lane because that was my direction of travel. You said I should have got to the right lane immediately. You didn't. All that didn't transpire until after the light cleared. Now we're all in the middle of the intersection. So for me to get to the right lane, I then have to cross into the right lane from where I am. Check for cars behind me, which is me in a hazardous position. Get off to the right to meet your command. Whereas if I stayed in the left and pulled over, I hope you find.
Sir,
You're in an intersection trying to clear it. You made it seem like I wasn't complying. And I'm saying, you know, in those fraction of a second, suddenly I'm like, oh, it's after me, it's nice roads, we can go by. And I'm trying to just get out of your way, staying in my direction of travel rather than cross over another lane of traffic.
sir, there's only one lane. There's only one lane there. There's not two lanes. That's the shoulder.
There's a left lane.
No, there's one lane.
All right,
Line
well,
there. Everybody goes.
and I'm thinking though, if I'm starting to turn left, I'm now switching my position. That's dangerous move.
All right, and
I think most of
I'm just letting you know what the law requires. The law requires you to pull to the right.
you gotta give me time to do something. Correct? Going through an intersection safely. I feel like you did. That's just my perspective.
Yeah, no, that's totally. Yeah, that's totally understandable. You can talk to them about it. And like I said, everything once we made it into the intersection, I lit you up, and you pulled into this side, and you continue instead of pulling to the right and trying to slowly make to the right, you are still trying to go left to go onto the next road on 163,
Right there, because I thought if you.
which would be a completely bad area to do so.
I don't know the area.
I understand that,
Yeah.
but that's why I need you to pull to the right. And that's why the additional horn and blasting the horn is to make you understand that I need you to pull to the right. And apparently you understood that because here we are now.
But for future reference, that just, for me, it made me sort of panic. Like, what direction you go?
Listen, I understand that.
Obey your command and get out of your way. Thinking someone might be having a heart attack. I really thought you were going to medical.
Either or, you're still supposed to pull to the right. How do you know what I'm going to? I can't stop and say, hey, sir, I got to go to a medical. Can you please pull over to the right? Or, sir, I'm pulling you over because you're speeding.
I'm going to file a complaint against you.
Yeah, that's not a problem. That's no issue.
Yeah, okay.
Do you have any other questions, sir?
No.
All right. So for you to go down, you're going to go down here, take a right. You can either turn around on that street or that street will pop you back out. So you want to get on 395 here, right?
Yeah, I'll find my way.
All right. There you go. Or if you want, you can go straight down. About 1.5 miles, the police department's on the right.
I'll come back to pick up that form. I'll get it on.
All right, perfect.
I'll probably call the supervisor anyway when I get to Boston.
Okay, not a problem. Just pull out, drive safe, and be careful when you pull out. Don't get struck.
Colin went on to file a formal complaint against the officer, and as expected, the officer's superiors considered the handling of this traffic stop as appropriate and professional. And sure, realistically, there was nothing more than hurt feelings, and the tickets were both randomly dropped. That's right, they stopped prosecuting the tickets. The last thing I want to talk about is the officer's facial expression as he walks away. As he leaves the vehicle, his expression seems stern. It's possible that his demeanor was necessary for his ego's need to command authority, but I'll let you be the judge of that. However, as he clears the scene, a slight smirk appears on his face. Maybe the rush of winning creeps upon him and he can't control the urge to smile. Maybe he caught a deeply satisfying whiff of jasmine floating through the summer's breeze. Whatever it was, my only reminder to you is to stop talking to police. Although Colin's tickets weren't prosecuted, refraining from dialogue with the officer could have prevented the issuance of the failure to notice citation. Get a dashcam and a radar detector if legal in your state. Record everything, do not answer questions, and fight your case in court. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this interaction in the comment section below. And if you have an interaction you'd like me to review, email it, submit it on my website, or through Facebook Messenger. All links are down below. That concludes our video for today. Please subscribe and turn on all notifications so you never miss a video. If you're old here, like, share, comment down below what you think of this interaction, and consider a channel membership or merch to further support the channel. If you have an incident you'd like us to review, link it down below or contact us through the social media platforms linked in the description.